listening to the Rowdy Rouse and the Boys podcast.
Are you the one on Sheridan? Sheridan? The fuck would you go to the one that's not close to the damn house? God! Ape erection? How is that a thing? I want like an ape. How about that?
You go to college for free. You bang any guy you want. Whatever. It's good. That's really all I actually want. Those two things.
Free college and banging men.
Like what's gonna happen when you're gone? Then I'm just gonna have to hang out with Lucas all the time. I'm gonna have to bring him food late at night. I'm gonna have to rub his back and listen to his moo sounds.
I literally do none of these things.
I don't even make moo sounds.
That's what I imagine your friendship is like. Maybe kids are listening to this in like college for like psychology classes. Like, don't do this. This is a crazy person.
All right, well, we are live.
Everyone call me Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
Oh, welcome to Rowdy Rouse and the Boys. Wow, that camera is going. It's doing its own thing. Yep, we're here. We have two guests. Swab's here. There you go. Donnie's talking to his
I'm Lucas.
dad. Yep, we're here.
Lucas, you can move back a little, can't you?
Sorry. I stole your seat. I'm here now.
Get the fuck up.
Okay.
Hi.
Honestly, I'm more in frame over here.
Sorry, I'm here.
I think I'm just.
Oh god. Yeah, no.
Dude,
I
this
think,
is
I
a
think
mess.
that's
Dude,
this
this
is
is
better.
nice.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah, Lucas.
Lucas is wearing purple.
I'm gonna sit
right up
here
There you go.
next to Donald.
Yeah, there you go. If you just pop the head in.
There we go.
That's kind of.
Hi.
It's
Lucas, you look very normal from like.
You look very normal. When only
Bill, excuse me.
when only 1/20th of your body's in the frame. You look so normal.
You're a very nice looking man.
You know, I have actually been taking weight loss supplements.
Why
Have you?
Yeah.
Why are you going doing such a
I've
thing
been
like
shitting
that?
my brains out. It's
I
not,
feel like that's probably how you lose the weight.
it's,
You just
on
eat.
the plus side, it's not like a bad shit.
There you
They're consistent shits.
Yeah, that's good at least.
Nice wholesome poop.
Glad to know your bowels are doing okay. That's
You know,
honestly something I think about every night.
I'm almost positive Mike hasn't shit in like 6 months. Cause
Me?
yeah.
How are you
Why don't-
almost
you-
positive?
Why don't you just ask him?
Because he used to always call me when he was taking a crap.
yeah.
Never does it anymore. I just assumed he just.
There's
locked
only
up.
one logical solution to that.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I just assume he just fucking hot glued it shut one day.
Don't worry, I'll call you next time I poop.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, he's been waiting. It's
His body just runs it.
There's no
100%
chance that your
efficiency.
relationship with Mike is any different.
I also haven't seen you shit on the cameras, so I mean...
That's true. I've never
so-
once seen
so-
Mike shit, actually, now that I think about it.
Why,
Maybe I know.
why would you want to see somebody shit?
Everyone. Just gotta make sure they're doing it, you know?
See
Yeah.
here?
You gotta look them square in the eye while they're
Feel
doing it.
Yeah.
You gotta give them a grade.
Yeah.
A 9 out of 10.
That's a B plus shit, right?
The poop Olympics.
How many times have you fucking dropped your phone today?
It's
Technically,
Going
that was
on,
my fault.
going on 3. Yeah.
I just knocked it over.
Oh,
That was
pocket.
my fault.
Alright. I'm gonna try and bring some order to this chaos. As much as I can. So, the other day, I went to pick up a beer, right? So I get these like
a single beer.
Yeah, I get these like secondhand, not secondhand,
Secondhand beers.
like secondary market beers
I'm
that are
gonna
like
puke this into your mouth.
they're like out of state beers or whatever. So I go pick one up from this guy. I've picked that from him before, but like he's like a
That sounds like a drug deal, man.
oh, get ready because it's about to get weird as fuck. All right, so I'm going to pick it up. He lives like Elmwood Village, like down by Bidwell, and so he opens the door. He's wearing a robe. Immediately, I'm like,
Nice.
all right.
There's a dick.
Yeah. Oh, just you wait. So he's like, hey man, I didn't have your beer ready. I just got out of the shower. Like, come on in. I was like, okay.
Sounds like a
all right, fine. So I go into the robed man's house, and
He is immediately derobed.
so he's like selling everything. Like his house is sold, much like this current situation,
Body.
which we can segue into.
We will.
This sounds like an eerily similar
So-
story that happened to
So
me.
the man's got a TV and 2 like camp chairs, and that's it in the whole fucking house.
His bachelor
And so
fuck right there.
yeah, he's married, I guess. I don't know.
What the fuck is a cap chair?
Camp chair, like
Like my chair.
yeah, like a fold-out
big
chair.
red one.
So I go into the house, and he's like, "Oh, the beer's in the basement." I'm like, "Oh God, am I gonna follow this robed man into his basement right now?" I do it. I'm following the
Why
robed
would you
man.
do that?
I don't know. I'm not thinking logically, obviously. But I get to the basement. Turns out it wasn't a sex dungeon, so that was That was good.
Were you disappointed?
Just the basement.
At that point, it's almost a
I
disappointment.
mean, like, yeah. Like, I feel... Like, you know how when you're watching a horror movie and everyone's like, what are you doing? Don't do that. I made all those choices consciously. And then, so the guy gets me the beer, and then we go back upstairs, and I'm, like, about to head out. He's like, oh, you want to sit down and, like, chat for a minute? I was like, yes.
You're gonna die.
I don't know why.
Is this the spirit of Rouse? Did you die in that room?
Every possible decision that I could have made.
Is this a good friend?
I don't even know his real name.
Okay.
At
that point, you have the beer in hand, you just leave.
I know. I should have. Now,
Luke, I feel like you did this
you burn all the bridges
because you have a podcast you talk about, you talk on, and I understand that.
It was the peer pressure of being alone. Like, he's asking you all these things, and I'm just like, I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna go do it. So anyways, we're sitting on the camp chairs watching TV. He's in the rope. He's in the rope, and then he pops the one knee. He pops his leg up on the other knee.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, I feel like he's not trying to do it on purpose, but he's constantly adjusting the rope. And I'm like, I'm gonna see this thing. I'm gonna see this thing.
Did you go to Dennis's house?
Did he not have it?
It's always sunny.
And I swear to you, I saw the thing, man. I saw the balls. This is a 50-year-old man. I caught a glimpse of the balls.
Were they nice?
And at that exact moment, Lucas favorited one of my tweets and my phone went off. And I was like, that's my mom. I gotta run.
That's my mom.
I'm glad I could save you. What was the tweet?
I don't know. It's something stupid. When do I ever put out calling?
It was probably like Rouse live tweeting.
Yeah,
I went to the Sucks dungeon.
That is the story of how Lucas saved me from being potentially raped.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Can I... were you going to segue into something totally different?
Well,
I have a similar thing. I have a similar
Oh, okay. Go, Dottie.
Speaking of rape.
Oh, no. Well, fucking...
Worst line I've ever heard.
So, most of you, except everybody here besides Mike, has seen my girlfriend. She's a small person.
I think I met her once.
A tiny, easily abductable person.
Oh, no.
One time, like, this was like a couple months ago, we were at her grandparents'. It was around like 10 o'clock at night when we're leaving. We drove there separately. I'm right behind her. But then, like, a car pulls out in between us. So I can't see her.
Oh, before we get too far away from this, it says, haha, that's why 4 is optimal. The world operates in 4/4.
That was the one.
Yeah.
Oh, was it about
that was the one
your poll
favorited.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I cannot see her car anymore.
Okay.
There's a car in front of me, and then she's in front of her. So we're driving. We're going back to my apartment. I get, like, most of the way to the apartment, and I get a phone call from her, and she's like, where are you? And I was like, I'm on the way back to the apartment. Where the fuck are you? Like, I just assumed that she was ahead of me somewhere. Yeah. She's like, I picked up a hitchhiker. I'm in Tonawanda. And she's like, I thought
what
you
the fuck?
She's like,
this guy in a robe.
She's like, I thought you were behind me this whole time. I'm like, no. I'm like, I had no fucking idea where you were. I'm like, I did not see you. I just assumed you were like 3 cars
Why
ahead.
did she pick up a hitchhiker?
And she's like, yeah, I thought you were right behind me. Like, I thought you were, like, driving behind me this whole time, like, watching out for me.
It's okay. If someone attacks us, he's got to
like,
go.
no,
If you were behind her, she would not have picked up the hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Nobody lets their girlfriend pick up a hitchhiker.
Nobody should pick up hitchhikers, period.
That's the thing.
I'm like, especially not an easily abductable, small-ass woman like you. And I'm like, no, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, yeah, I'm in Tonawanda. I'm like... She's like, he was a nice guy and everything, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to... He explained to me... Listen, he explained to me that his friends brought him to a psych ward because he got too drunk, but he's not crazy, so he checked himself out, but didn't have a ride home from the psych ward.
Seems like an honest mistake.
That his friends checked him into. And I gave him a ride home to Tonawanda.
What's her screening process? Like, a psych ward, that's questionable. Oh, no, it's fine. I was drunk. Get on in here. Come on in here.
Your girlfriend should by all means be dead.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I told her. I'm like, you should be dead right now.
Her car and corpse will be burned and then put in a lake.
Yeah.
That's all that ends out with.
Exactly, yes. I'm like, you literally have a horseshoe up your ass right now.
Yes.
Because you should be absolutely dead and chopped into a million pieces in a lake right now.
Potentially eaten.
I was like, never do that again. And
I wouldn't even pick up Lucas on the side of it.
Yes, you would.
but yeah, so that's my story.
just flash a little bit of nip.
Yeah.
Just like
That's
hey,
my
baby.
story. She
That's wild. That's as wild as mine. That's more wild.
It was
That's
literally
more wild.
like
Although she
minutes after we left her grandparents, apparently she picked up this dude and just like veered off the opposite direction we were going to take this guy to his house. I'm like,
Singing a grind by
what
the
are you
sucker.
doing? Like, at least make sure I'm behind you.
Yeah.
Like, at least call me and be like,
Done. What do you think about this? What do you think about this guy? Should I pick him up?
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I scoped him out. I gave him the ocular pad down.
So, yeah.
He's not a threat.
So, yeah. Thankfully,
gonna-
she's not.
Oh,
dead.
I wish I would have went before Donnie. I can't follow that up really well. Evan's neighbor, when he lived over on Tremont, was selling me an acoustic guitar, and he was like robed when me and Evan went to go pick it up.
God.
And like, I
same
think
guy?
it might be the same guy because he was getting ready to move. His house is in like shambles.
How many people are wearing robes?
I don't know.
I've
That's
never worn a robe.
You know what? Not
And, like,
enough.
Yeah.
Most
Not
of the
enough
time,
people.
I was wearing.
He
a
didn't
robe
want me
before.
and Evan to leave, not because like he wanted to rape us, just because I feel like he was lonely and he kept trying to talk about how Evan's girlfriend and how he had to give her the salami.
So long. I was like,
Yeah.
Dom. Okay.
Yep, that was my.
Yeah, but you
rope
had
fantasy.
Evan with you. Like that, you were
Yeah.
in no.
No, I
threat.
was fine.
There was no danger there.
I mean-
He could have flashed you maybe, but you would have been. Okay.
I've had random people knock on my door in all states of disrepair during like
You kind of are by a main. I feel like you could get some foot traffic out here.
yeah they've been trying to sell the place forever. They finally sold it. I hate my life. I'm losing my apartment, so congratulations for me, I guess.
Your life's in shambles.
It is. It's even more in shambles than it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Every
it's
week-
getting worse. It's
Every
getting worse.
week, Lucas is like, I guess this is rock bottom.
Just dig down into that bedrock. Soon enough, I'll hit mantle and die.
There you go. As you were
God.
saying.
So no, I've met some very nice people. I've met some very homeless looking people because they're trying to buy a home. I have met young couples. I've met older couples. I've met single dudes.
And they've
single
all been
women,
in here.
and they've all been in here. Only out of all of them, only one of them has ever said anything about my artwork.
Really?
Yeah, but because I
Because
just
the homeless guy's man, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I would like to know what they said about that. Right?
they said it was very stylish.
Lucas is hoping that
What
that guy's
style?
the one who bought it.
Yeah.
They're probably on a podcast somewhere telling a story about this time.
That's
they
true.
accidentally went into this weird man's house.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He was sitting there. He was like half shirtless, just watching fucking video games on
He's
TV.
basically the
Fucking
21st century equivalent of Hagrid is a muggle.
weirdo. Yeah. So yeah, it's I can understand your weird people in their house because people just want to be comfortable in their house. If you gotta slip them a ball, sometimes that just happens.
You are the guy that we're telling stories about. That's why you're taking this stance.
So
You are a creepy guy in a creepy house.
and,
Where's your robe?
and talking about,
You got a rope?
I do not.
You gotta get one. You gotta.
My last one melted.
You would love a rope.
Wait, what?
It needed to be cleaned, so I gave it to my mom because she was gonna have it cleaned well because it was fleece and it would shrink.
Okay.
So she was going to clean it. It got put in the wash tubs. There was a water in the basement at that point in time, so she set it in the wash tubs all wet, and it just sat there for 2 months, and it just melted.
Oh.
It molded into nothingness.
Ew.
So I lost my.
Well, now we
I
know what
lost
to
my
get
robe.
Lucas for Christmas.
Yeah.
A robe.
Well, and a home.
Yeah,
and a job.
let's start with the robe.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Rope pretty cheap, and I
Yeah.
would like to see you in a robe.
I-
It'll be like one of those women robes, where it stops mid thigh. Yeah, yeah,
I don't know about that one.
yeah.
So-
I'm
so-
hoping to catch a glimpse.
but,
We'll just get him a regular size one. It'll catch him mid-thigh.
That's a good point, actually. We
Get a
could do
regular
that.
sized
Yeah.
one and it'll fucking be up here.
Yeah.
We'll probably honestly have to get him like a
Make sure it's a
pirate flag,
5XLT though, or I'll put it on his dog.
6XLT.
We can kill two birds
They
with
don't
one
make
stone.
clothes in your size.
Yes,
There's
they do.
got to
That's
be
what
a
these
need
are.
for plus-size robe models.
That's true. That's true.
How do you feel?
How
about
do you
being-
look in a robe?
How do you feel about having your
I
balls
mean,
hanging out?
I look like a fat man in a robe.
That's exactly what
Nice.
I will say. That's
I
our
would
target
say, yeah,
demographic.
that meets the
Your
qualification.
agent, and we'll put you out there, and
I want
that could be your new
80%.
career.
You want 80%.
Fat model.
Rouse gets 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get nothing.
You get
got
nothing.
royalties.
You get experience. So that's invaluable.
I'm pretty sure that's what most models get
There you
an
go.
experience.
Yep.
That's what you want to call it.
So, you were talking about going to weird people's houses in a state of disrepair while they're moving out and getting beer.
Right.
I'm a weird person, and my life is in a state of disrepair, and I will soon be moving out. Would you like that beer?
Oh shit! Yeah, go get it. Yeah.
Okay.
I like when we were doing the podcast like the first time in like 2017. I left a beer over here.
Oh,
and
God.
every time I come over, he's like, "You should drink this." But today is National.
It is filthy to the touch.
It's a southern.
That's how I want it. Today is National Beer Day, and this beer expired in 2017. Let's do it.
Oh,
no.
That's zero carbonation in that beer.
Not great. I'll tell you that, it's not great. It doesn't even really taste like a beer anymore. It tastes like a weird water.
Oh, good. Good.
Oh, I can smell it.
Isn't that what
It's
beer
funky.
is? Weird water.
It's got a bit of a stank to it.
So next week we'll be talking.
You have to drink this whole thing. No, you do
I
not.
feel like out of
Shot-
all
you got a
the
shotgun it.
I feel like out of all the expired products, beer is the least one I would
Well,
like
there's
to
alcohol
enjoy.
in it.
When
No. He ate an expired coconut once.
I did. It was bad. I eat expired food on this podcast. That's what this is.
Do they print
This is
expiration
the
dates on
bookman
the
shit.
coconuts? Like,
Yep.
like good until.
Yo, so when I used to work at Consumers, people would bring their empties back. Like that's one thing a lot of people don't know is Consumers takes empties, but they do it in like a very disorganized way. Like it's not
Hashtag ad.
It's no, I don't care. Go there. I don't
Give us money.
care.
I will sue you.
That'd be cool. Anyway, so they don't do it like with machines, like where you put it in, like you literally just put it on the counter and a person counts them up. Like they're advertised like they're the fastest for all that.
That's
sounds
what
like
I
the
do when I bring back my
It
empties.
sucks a huge dick on the back end because you're the person that's making it fast. So like the customer gets to leave, you're cleaning all this shit up.
Yeah, that
So-
sounds like the worst.
So sometimes you would get like a trash bag or something, and like nobody rinses their cans out.
Yeah.
So like
I do.
yeah, some
Same
people-
here because I had to do the same thing
Yeah.
when I worked at a supermarket.
So you'll find
I do
like
because
the,
most places won't take them if stuff comes out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean whatever. But like you'd find like the juice at the bottom of the bag, and there was one time where we loaded the bags up on the truck. We pre-count the cans, put them in a bag, and then throw them on the truck, and then they count the whatever. But there was one time where somebody closed the door on me in the truck with the cans. I'm like, it was like a joke thing. It was like 10 minutes and they came back type deal. But I'm sitting there thinking like, if I was in here, how long before I drink the juice? And I was like, an hour. Like an hour. Because it gets hot in there, man. Like in those trucks, like they're all aluminum. Like it gets to be like 110
You can just
degrees during
rub
the
it all
summer.
over your body.
Yeah, like I'm just shirtless, covered in glass shards and beer.
It's been 5
get
minutes.
to a point where you
Like-
need that juice.
Yeah, and you're just like, how much of this is beer? How much of it's saliva? Like I don't know.
How much of it is literally from an ass?
Rouse. That little pot thing there.
I turned it off.
Okay.
Yes, I turned it off
Thank you.
because it was warm. It was warming my left
Yes.
leg a
Just
little
put
bit.
the beer on there.
Don't do that.
It's off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess. It's
How can this beer get any worse? We may as well heat it up. Let's.
Maybe it's good hot.
Maybe it'll get better.
Yeah.
you have to mull
Yeah. It's like finding a dead crow on the ground and then cooking it. Like, oh, maybe it'll be
it.
better.
A dead crow.
Yeah, did you ever see that episode? It's Always Sunny where Frank eats the
I've
crow.
never watched that show.
Watch that show, damn it!
I'll get right on it in my unemployed state.
You got
What else
nothing.
you got
literally
going
have
on?
nothing else going
You
on.
got nothing but time.
Yep.
This beer isn't bad.
3 sips in, just.
It's National Beer Day. You gotta live sometime.
Or die.
Is it carbonated at all?
No, it's very
flat.
smooth. Yeah.
Smooth as silk.
Smoother than Kessler?
No, nothing smooth.
Nothing smooth.
What are we looking at here? Oh, okay, I got another story. Well, this one's not as good, honestly. I kind of started strong. So I went to a brewery last Sunday, as a Beltline or whatever, the new one in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
And I was there, I got a burger, and I sat down, I had a beer. And like, as soon as I was about to order a second beer, a huge party bus comes in. And so I'm like, all right,
Party bus.
let's wrap this shit up. So me and my friend were like, okay, let's go to another brewery. That's right around the corner. So we go to the other brewery. Once again, I get one beer. And I swear to you, as soon as I'm about to order a second beer, the same goddamn party bus comes in. What are the odds that we're on the exact same schedule as the party bus?
That's.
We should just went back to the first brewery.
It was infuriating.
That
I
is
could've.
a strange.
If they follow you
coincidence.
back there, then something's up.
Yeah. Yeah. At the time, that was a better story because I was very livid.
Yeah.
But now it's...
was that it? Just the 2 beers?
That was the whole thing. Well, no, I mean...
Did you leave and go to a third place?
Well, if they do it in the third place, they have to fight to the death.
Oh.
And he's outnumbered.
Oh, yeah. Well, drunk me, though. That counts as, like, 5.
Yeah.
Had you seen me?
Drunk
the
and
coach?
pissed.
When I get to, like, the Letterkenny coach status,
Yeah.
I get pissed.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's fucking embarrassing.
When Mike threw up in my tent one time, I was just running down Graphite and just screaming.
No,
profanities.
you were yelling for me. He's your friend.
Yeah,
Deal
I was
with
like,
it.
what the fuck? What the fuck? I was so mad.
I'm not gonna throw up in your tent, man. 20 minutes later, he just threw up in your tent.
Well, I was mad because you put him in there.
me in there?
I knew he was gonna throw up in my
But
tent.
I wanted to put his head outside of the tent, his body in the tent. That
His
would have worked.
body. Who let him puke in the woods? He'll find his way back.
That was like the one time we went out drinking and I was DD and Jared was the last person that I had to drop off. And we were this was back when he lived with his parents, and we were literally, I was turning onto his street, and he like rolled down the window halfway and puked like all over
Down the side of your car.
all over the side and like a little bit inside my car.
Yeah,
The
that's
side
how
of
that works.
someone who can't handle
And I was like,
Okay,
God
Swab.
damn it.
I don't puke in the car. I puked in my neighbor's driveway once.
I'm getting ready to pull into Swab's street and then his driveway because it's like a quick turn. I'm turning onto his street. He's like, nope, and he just like jumps out of my car.
Yeah, well, would you
Starts
rather me
throwing up
jump
all
out of
over
your
Now
car
you're
while
not
it's
even in it, you
worse.
fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
It's worse.
Would you rather me jump out of your car while it's moving?
I'd
or
rather
puke
you
in your
hold
car?
it together for
Now
5
I'm
more
fixed.
It was
seconds.
coming either way, so I didn't do it in your car.
I did that one time.
You're welcome.
Fucking way to go, Rob.
I just looked
It
at
was
my
already
jaw
fucked
during
up.
that puke.
So one time we were at
Oh, yeah.
Melon had one time Melon and I were at a party in NT, and we drove all the way back from NT to Paul's house and to drop Paul off, and like I felt like shit the whole time.
Yeah.
But, like this was the next morning. We made it all the way to Paul's house, and then as soon as we pull out of Paul's house, I just start smacking him. And he's like, "What the fuck? Leave me alone!" And then I just open the door at 50 miles an hour and throw up. And he like, "What do you say?" Like I don't know what else to do other than to smack you.
Yeah.
Like I made it 20 miles in that car without throwing up.
We're lucky you weren't going fast when I just jumped out of the
Yeah.
car.
So, I was offered by my pregnant cousin to go down there and hang out for like a couple days since I'm not working or anything.
You gonna do it?
Should I just burn like $100 and go down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great idea.
I
for
mean,
someone
you could not burn
who's
the
not
$100.
working.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it. Go hang out with him.
Just, and then don't leave.
Yeah.
Just
No, I can't
show up
do
with a
that.
U-Haul, be like, I'm here to visit.
Is
Anyone ever
is
take
6
my
months
room?
okay?
It's 6 months, okay. Tell them your DMV story.
Oh,
Everybody
the
always
DMV.
tells me I pack heavy for trips.
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone's got a like stereotype that goes with the DMV, right? Like it takes forever.
Bad.
Yeah, it's an awful time.
I've never had a bad DMV experience.
So neither have I up until a couple days ago, last week sometime. My dad's license expired. He had to get it renewed, and I take him there since he's technically not supposed to be driving or whatever. And the line's already to the door. I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna take forever.
Pull the fire alarm.
So we finally get to the line. We get our number. We're like 10 numbers away. There's one lady calling numbers. Meanwhile, 4 other people are just walking around in the background, kind of like laughing.
Yeah.
And like now you.
When did you go? What time?
Oh, it was like we got there around 3.
Oh, it's too late.
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
get
way
there.
too late.
If you're not going, don't go at all.
I was
You
working.
gotta get there at the ass crack
Like
of dawn.
11:30. That's perfect
But
DMV
I
time.
mean, I've never had a bad experience, even going that kind of late before.
It was a Friday, too?
No, I don't remember what day of the week it was. It was Monday, maybe? Or Tuesday? It was early in the week. So I started to, like, live tweet everything that was going up with it because it was ridiculous. So the 5 to 6 workers not doing anything. There was a guy, I'm pretty sure, was dead behind me. Like, he must have been there since noon. He was in a deep sleep.
Just died.
He's just like...
He died in line.
I'm like, oh my god, is this guy alive?
72.
Everyone
72.
everyone just
Sir, we know you're 72. 73. Fuck, I gotta get back in line.
Everyone keeps just taking his number and replacing it with their own, like Beetlejuicing him.
So I'm like tweeting out about this, and then like the only worker who's actually taking people, leaves the counter. Now there's like 20 people sitting at the DMV waiting for someone who's not there to call them up. Then they come back and they're like, the credit card readers are down. So, like, half the people are like, what the fuck? Because they're going to be paying with credit.
Yeah.
Then, finally, around 10 minutes to close, all of a sudden, all the other background people decided to start taking people because they're like, we want to get out of here when it closes.
Sounds about right.
And the guy who I thought was dead must not have been dead. He was just in a REM sleep cycle.
Must have been. That makes sense.
That's
where I always go when I'm on a good night's sleep.
He got up and he got his shit done. He must not have been using credit. But the thing is, we never got my dad's license renewed that day.
That's the worst.
My dad's walking out. He's like, we waited an hour and a half to be told to come back tomorrow.
That sucks.
That's the worst.
That's what happens when you show up that fucking late.
Well, I was working. I don't know.
He can walk. It's not that far. Get Anthony to drive him.
He goes to school during the day.
That's fine.
Get him out of school.
Yeah.
Kids don't need to go to school.
What's he gonna do with that?
So that was my first stereotypical DMV experience. It's awful.
You fucked up going too late. That's where
Yeah.
you went wrong. You got to get there.
That's what I learned.
You literally need to commit the day to it, and if you get out before the day is over, that's a plus.
Well, see, when I was taking care of switching my license plates and everything on my car a few months back, I would go after work, and I never had any issues. I didn't think it was going to be an hour and a half experience.
Getting my enhanced license, I think I was there for 30 minutes. I've never been there longer than that.
Yeah, I need to get my enhanced. It's a pain in the ass.
I only had one.
Get a
I only had
passport.
one shitty thing happen to me at the DMV where I went there to change my address, and one lady told me to fill out one piece of paperwork, and then I had to wait like 20 minutes after filling out the paperwork.
You found
and
out you
then
owed $500.
You can do that shit online.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but I filled out the paperwork, and then when I brought it up, they were like, "No, you need to fill out this paperwork." So then I had to fill out a whole nother form and
You
wait
gave
another
me
20
this paper.
minutes, and I'm like, but yeah, so that was the only stupid thing, but that wasn't even really that bad.
I once witnessed someone completely cheat the DMV. There was like an hour wait. It was a Friday at I think 2 o'clock. This guy walks in. He must have had to turn his plates in because he had duct taped a $1 bill to his plates. Walked up to the counter, put it on the counter, and then walked away. They're like, "Sir, you gotta fill out paper." He's like, "Nope, they're yours now." And just left.
Technically, it's $2. It's $1 a plate.
I don't know. Whatever it was, he had it duct taped to the fucking license.
Badass.
They're like, "Sir, you have to fill out a form." He's
That's
like,
a fucking
"No,
power move."
it's in your hands."
Yeah.
I was like, "I never have to turn in plates."
The story didn't really age well because this man's like a sexual guy now, but the one Louis C.K. thing that was like super funny was he was talking about
He
turning...
was always a sexual man.
Yeah,
Now
well,
he's just in
now,
trouble.
now
for
he's
being
like a
sexual man.
known pervert. But anyways, they had this one joke where he was talking about how he was returning a rental car, and like he was like running late for his flight, so he just like left it at the airport, got on the plane, and they're like, "Your car's in the parking lot.
If you want it, go get it.
I am going to Jacksonville, so you gotta
It's
figure it
your
out."
shit.
Yeah, like they're not gonna be like, "No," they're just gonna be like,
I guess we
"All
gotta
right,
do that.
I guess let's send a team to the airport." It's a power play.
Yeah,
It's a power play.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that if you can get away with minimal effort and just like going in, having everything ready that they need to get the job done, and just setting it down and walking away, I think everybody should be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why there's always 5 extra steps.
It's a DMV, man.
There should be an express line.
Works in
It's
mysterious ways. It's
you
a
must
shadow
be
realm.
able to solve this math equation to use this line. Because
Yeah.
I swear to God, half the time it's like the people's fault.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're doing their job right. There should be like a non-moron line.
Yep.
Not more on that.
That's how I felt in like video games for the longest time. Just like if you have to play with a team that has never done something before, I want to join the extra line where I may have to wait a little bit longer, but I'm gonna know that people have done the thing before.
Yeah.
I can't suffer morons anymore, man. I can heal all sorts of damage. I can't heal stupid.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of what LFG is for, though.
Yeah.
Like looking for group stuff. That is the extra line.
Yeah.
It's just not
You guys seen good
integrated
porn
as
lately?
easily as it should
Oh,
be.
you should have the porn star draft one of these days.
Ron Jeremy, first overall.
Oh, dude, we're doing like decades porn. I didn't know.
All-time
I
porn
thought we were
stars.
talking like right now.
Is he on current?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who,
Ron Jeremy's like 50. Can he get boners anymore?
who's the guy with the big
He's got
dick
bills
that
for
was
that.
like a horrible person that got in trouble?
Mandingo?
No, that guy, James something,
Something.
James Dean, is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
That
yeah.
guy is a scumbag.
Jimmy Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy D. Makes damn good sausage.
He was assaulting people with his sausage.
The man could sling a sausage. I'll give him that.
More than one way.
Yeah.
So, what's next?
Well, I was gonna tell this windshield wiper story, but it's really not that great. It's just a bad day. Like, I was in Depew, and it was like last Sunday, and it was like pouring rain outside. And so I leave my friend's house, and I turn the wipers on, and as soon as I turn on to Sheridan, my wiper blows off.
Sheridan?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, goddamn, no, it wasn't Sheridan, it was Walden. So I'm like down by the Walden Walmart, so I go into the Walmart, and there was one register open. This is why I was going to bring it up earlier. Because there's one register open, and 15 people in line ahead of me. I just want one fucking wiper so I can go home. And so, like, a second register opens up, so I let this, like, really white trash family ahead of me, like, go. Because I'm like, hey, they get away from me. That's cool. And then so like my line winds up going faster. They're like, man, we shouldn't have swapped. And I was like, go ahead, as a gesture, as a gesture. And they're like, thanks. I was like, are you kidding me? That was a gesture. I have one item. I have one item. You have 6 crying children in your cart.
Yeah, but they're also stupid white trash.
Yeah,
families,
you know, I should have known that.
They're
It was a gesture. It was an empty gesture.
It's like going
I
to
got
like...
burnt.
Was it currently raining or anything?
Oh, dude, it was coming down.
Oh.
It was coming down.
When...
Comment.
Well, was the one that was broken driver's side or passenger side?
Passenger side, but
you would've been
the arm
fine.
was like scratching on my screen.
Cover it in, like...
Not this winter, but last winter. I was driving down North French to come home from work, and there was like an accumulation of ice, so I needed to, slap it, and I'm sitting there and flap, crack, fell right off. And I'm going, 40 miles an hour down, so I can't do anything about it. It's still crazily snowing out, so I get up to North French and the Boulevard. I get out and I take my my sweeper and I just kind of shove everything off the edge, and I just every few minutes I had to do this out my window.
Whenever a wiper breaks, it's always an emergency because it doesn't break when it's not raining out. You're not using them when it's not raining out. So like when it breaks, it's like, oh my fucking god, here we go.
I'm gonna
it's gonna
kill
be a
myself.
Thing. Like I'm just gonna buy extra wipers from now on and just keep them on.
Just keep one in your car.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. Like, it's a preparedness thing, and I don't play that game.
I mean, like I have jumper cables. I have those like really bright LEDs and like the little triangle with the reflector on it. So like if something happens, I can mark my car so people don't fucking hit me
or mark you
or mark me. When I still had the Batmobile, the Ford Tempo, I had ramen, water, and a little tin.
How are you gonna cook this ramen, man?
On
the engine?
On the engine.
Lucas, just go like.
Why not a bag of chips?
Why would you make something that you need to cook? Why would you just kill a fucking granola bar?
Well, I mean, you can eat a brick of ramen.
Like if you're about to die, you're like, oh shit, let me turn the car on and like, cook some ramen.
The whole point would be that your car doesn't work.
Yeah. Like, it's a survival thing. You're out here, like, preparing meals.
unless I'm, like, driving fucking cross-country somewhere.
I'm not really feeling wrong. Like, you have a tiramisu.
Or unless I'm, like, driving to fucking Virginia or something, and I break an axle. What am I gonna do?
Do you just keep, like, a fresh T-bone steak?
If you're stuck, like, let me tell you the inherent flaw of this, alright? If you're stuck on the side of the road, that means your car doesn't start.
No.
How in the fuck are you gonna cook that?
I could. My car can break somewhere where I still have power to the engine.
No, what a ridiculous circumstance! Literally, like 1 out of every 100 times you break down, that's how it's gonna be.
Where in your life?
It was available!
Lucas, where in your life do you drive that's not 5 minutes in fast food?
I honestly haven't had fast food in a very long time.
I don't believe that.
I haven't driven my vehicle in a very long time.
I believe that.
I filled up my gas tank last week, Thursday, and I think I've driven it 2 miles since then. 1 mile to my mom's, 1 mile back.
I'm gonna siphon gas from Lucas.
Don't do that. Oh, actually, I don't think you could, because it's locked from the inside.
That'd be hilarious. Just Lucas walks out tomorrow morning and
Exactly.
Mug's got his lips on your gas tank.
We're gonna go solid door to door.
This is exactly what it looks like.
I have a gas addiction. I drink it.
I mean, there is alcohol in it.
Oh, good lord. Good lord. Mike, I don't know, talk about one of these things. The
Bad
Josh
boy.
Allen. We did talk about
yes,
this yesterday.
Yes.
But...
So, I don't remember what started it. I was hanging out with Sierra, and I saw something on Twitter about Josh Allen. And I'm like, I wonder, like, if Josh Allen plays Smash Bros. Do you think, like, I could be best friends with him and join doubles tournaments? And I started describing my ideal friendship with Josh Allen, which revolves around us playing video games. And then I was telling Rouse about it. He's like, this could be something we riff on. So, I know you know who Josh Allen is, Donnie. I'm not so sure if you know who Josh Allen is.
Bill's quarterback.
Bill's quarterback. Okay. And Lucas.
Now you
he's
know.
The Bill's quarterback.
We just told you.
I know who he is.
What would your ideal friendship be with him?
A roommate.
Someone not wrong, Bills. I don't know. Is like manservant okay?
Wait,
who's the manservant?
So you're the servant?
Yeah.
In your wildest fantasies,
Is this a sexual thing?
you are Josh Allen's manservant.
It's got a couple of great benefits.
Do you wear a robe?
Why isn't he your servant? I don't understand.
Well, I can't afford him.
Yeah, but it's a fantasy. You can do whatever you want. Why are you subservient in your own fantasy?
I just want a job.
Do you wear a robe while you?
I would say yes.
I think he probably wears a robe.
I'm picturing Lucas feed pudding to Josh Allen right now. We can't have you ruining that arm, sir.
Oh man, mine would be first off, Josh Allen and I swap hands.
so he becomes a terrible quarterback.
Yeah, but
I
have really big hands now. Maybe just the left, whichever one he doesn't use.
Like disproportional though. He'd have like huge fucking hands.
It'd be cool.
It's okay. Mike is gonna swap groins with him.
Yeah, I was gonna do a.
And then second off, Josh Allen just gives me piggyback rides everywhere. I was saying this yesterday, but that would be sweet.
You could play on his back. You could throw the ball.
The thing is, people see Josh Allen come, they're like, "Oh shit, Josh Allen's coming!" And then as it gets closer, I'm on the back, and they're like, "Who's this guy? What's his deal? Why is he getting a piggyback ride from Josh Allen?"
Josh Allen's hand?
Yeah.
Is it like permanent? Like are you like on the field on his back?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whenever
you guys are that character from the new Mortal Kombat game.
Yes. That's what I want. I want to be that with Josh Allen. I'm the little one, and he slings me around like a weapon. But also, we have a covalent relationship.
Yeah.
I like how you said new Mortal Kombat game. That game was like 4 years old.
It's the newest one.
No, it's not. MK11 is coming out in 2 weeks.
Not out
Is
yet.
it out yet?
Not out yet, bitch.
Is it really that soon?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
22nd. I pre-ordered it.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna be whatever. I'm still deep in Avengers. I don't care about anything until after that.
Yo, I am pissed that we are going on
Gonna play
the
Collector?
draft night. Why did they do it like that?
They've done that the last 2 years, but I don't care.
Whose idea is that? That's dumb.
Can we rent an entire theater and have them like split screen it? Like picture in picture, just put it
I don't
on.
care about the draft that much.
Yeah, like
I've been waiting 11 years for this, okay?
Like
What have you been waiting for?
Avengers.
Oh.
But the thing is, like, I care about the draft. Like, I don't need to watch the draft as much. Like, I want to know things before other people know things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want someone to tell me the
Winner's
Bills.
gonna be
I don't want someone to tell me the Bills got so and so. But I guess I won't really matter because I've been watching the.
But you'll know whether or not Captain America dies.
Yeah.
Before
Captain America dies.
The only people on Earth
Everyone
that will
that's
know, besides us, will be the people who are in it, and then the ones seeing it at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing it at 7.
Well, also anybody that saw an early showing.
Are they doing earlier shows?
I mean, it's a movie. There's always early showings.
Yeah, like
I
showing
free streaming and stuff.
I'm not going to see that movie opening weekend.
You are
We
a
are.
fool. Yeah.
We're going to 7, I think.
Yeah.
You guys going to the Elmwood one?
Transit.
I have no interest in seeing that movie early. I'd rather go in a week or two afterwards when it's not filled with a bunch of screaming children.
Don't think it's
I agree
going
with
to
the
be.
concept.
And their fucking favorite character appears on screen and they go, "Oh my God, it's Captain America! I want to suck his dick!"
Yeah, dude. I don't think
I
kids
don't
are
think
saying
that's
that.
That's gonna be Colton actually.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard a child
Really
say that.
hurt my
Actually,
throat.
Lucas, who are you hanging out with?
Yeah.
Children, clearly.
Children that want to blow cap.
Oh God. No, we have to get away from that. I'm not that guy.
Where's your rope?
Damn it. We covered the next topic that we're gonna. Wait, what's the crash?
Oh yeah, did you guys see that? How like Endgame crashed all the movie buying ticket websites?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
like
good.
after that special trailer happened,
When
it was like
it's like-
on sale.
yeah.
What trailer?
They had like a
1
1,000
minute long.
Oh, I didn't see it.
What the fuck, Lucas?
I have no interest in that movie.
Lucas,
How-
you have
how do you not have
so
any
much fucking
interest?
time.
How do you not have interest in the movie that everything has been building towards?
Because
since
most
Iron
of those
Man?
movies have been garbage.
Oh my god.
You're garbage.
I'm not going to say I'm not going to enjoy it, and I think it will be, a fucking spectacular movie, I don't want to go and see it right now.
I mean, I'd go see it right now.
I'd go see it right now.
Okay, another thing we were talking about last night that I think we should talk about is biopic of your life, right? Who would be a good cast for you? And even better, who would be a hilarious cast? For example, biopic of my life, Shaquille O'Neal plays me. That would be sweet as hell, dude.
Can I get?
Like it's my exact mannerisms, but it's Shaquille O'Neal.
Can it be someone that's dead?
Sure.
I want Vern Troyer.
Oh, nice. I was thinking that'd be funny for Lucas.
If it's somebody that's dead, I want John Candy.
No,
that's a good
that
cast.
makes sense.
But who's your outrageous one now?
Someone that's nothing like.
You said good and funny.
Okay, John Candy's the good one.
Bam Margera.
He is fat now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Let's see.
The Rock.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah,
that'd
for me?
Be funny. Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
He's just sitting in my big oversized chair.
Imagine if we were both in it. It's just Shaq and The Rock playing us.
They're just sitting there sifting through Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm just
cards.
looking like, Lucas, you lost in shambles. You're just sitting there being all jacked like, I know I'm so fat.
I want to see the face.
And so when Mike comes in, who is Mike?
Oprah Winfrey.
I don't know. That'd be pretty outrageous.
Oprah Winfrey. Who would want to be Oprah? Who would want Oprah to be
Who
that?
did I say
I
last
don't know if I'd
night?
want Oprah to be me.
Vin Diesel?
Yeah. We just Samuel L. Jackson.
We're not doing a Fast and Furious movie.
I'll be Samuel L. Jackson. He's in everything he needs to be in my life. All right?
That's fair. He is in everything.
I want the eye patch, though.
All right.
So Jared is Jim Carrey.
But
That'd be a
current
Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey. Like insane Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Where he's just off the deep end.
Yeah.
Did you know that Kramer lost his fucking mind? And
A while ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
That was like
he
in
dropped
the-
the N-bomb.
Yeah.
It was
Like
in the
not
2000s.
one time, many times.
Like
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
worked since then. So
Yeah.
like, I guess
Really?
no, he was on a sitcom on TV Land that for a couple seasons or something. It wasn't
Yeah,
great. But
Like,
I guess
You know you made it when you're on TV.
I always
Betty White's there and she's timeless.
Yeah.
I always
It's
thought
because she's always existed.
I always thought Kramer was like a good like Jared substitute until I found out that he is like insane.
Yeah.
Donnie would be
He
Bob
was on
Ross.
Bob
Bob
Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, would be Donnie.
That's true.
For my funny one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you're
that's not
real
even a
funny.
bad
real
guess.
one.
Yeah. Just get him a haircut. He could be.
Everybody always used to, not so much ever since I grew like facial hair, but everybody always used to tell me I looked like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but I never saw it.
I kind of see that, yeah. Without the face.
Maybe.
I never saw it really.
I don't know.
You see angels in the outfield?
Yeah, like a long time ago.
No, I mean like currently. Are
No.
you him?
Oh, do I? Yes, they're there. Yeah. Yeah, Kramer was on.
That real one?
What's it?
Yeah.
What's
I think it's gotta be David
Seinfeld's show
That's
that
fair,
he does?
yeah.
Like celebrities in cars getting coffee or whatever.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on that like a little while ago with him, and they like talked
Yeah.
about shit and stuff. But he was still nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think he wasn't crazy to act that role so perfectly?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Maybe he wasn't even acting. They just,
Yeah.
he just showed up. Like
Oh.
when he just randomly comes in the door, he wasn't
Yeah.
even supposed to be in that scene.
So wait, who did you want to play you?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh.
Shaquille O'Neal's
See,
solid.
I'm starting to think I know who your real one would be.
I want
Yeah, it's,
Terry Crews
It's
would be-
Alex Jones.
No, God, I wish. No, it's what's the guy that I was saying? Haley Joel Osment. That's what
Oh,
playing me.
right,
Yeah.
right, because he looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
Terry Crews.
Well,
would
you
be up
look
there,
exactly like him. He's more famous.
Well, I'm better than him though. So.
Well, yeah.
I'll have what's his face, Jim from American Pie, play me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What is his name?
I don't know.
Jason Biggs.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Terry Crews would be up there.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
that'd be great.
I like the world is picking huge, jacked black guys to play us.
Well, that's the opposite.
Doesn't get much more opposite than that in every way.
I mean,
Fine, I'll switch mine. I want to be played by Jennifer Lopez. That's pretty opposite of me too.
That's true. That's true.
that on many levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she still got the dick, so that
Steve,
matters.
What?
Steve Buscemi would be up there too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That'd be Garbs.
Gary Busey.
That'd be a good Jared.
Yeah.
I couldn't be Steve Buscemi because he played someone named Donnie in Big Lebowski, so it's too similar to me.
That's fine.
Danny DeVito. Also.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Danny
good Lucas
DeVito. Danny
opposite.
DeVito playing anyone in any circumstances is
Yeah.
great.
You guys see the
Who
fan made
looks
thing?
better without their shirt off, me or Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Oh,
Danny
no.
DeVito looks.
I can't know for sure, Lucas, until you pop out of a couch naked.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do that. Yeah.
With all,
But
your,
ass
with all your
first.
hair shaved off your body.
Dude, he just looks so weird. His body is just so strange. Like his
He's
arms.
like
Mine are his.
He's like a roly-poly bug
Yeah.
into a person.
Like his arms are so long compared to the rest of his body. He's like 4'11". He's got like a grown man's arms. It's weird as hell. Yeah.
Or like a orangutan.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, we don't have a ton left. You can do that send nudes to Lucas thing. and then
Okay.
we'll
All
wrap it
right. So I wanted to prank
It's a
Lucas.
call to action.
Yeah.
So it sort of was.
Send me nudes.
So I wanted to
I
prank
need
Lucas and make him think that I put his number on a bathroom wall saying send nudes.
Don't do that.
And I was going to get, people that know Lucas but don't have his number to send random internet pics, but I couldn't get anyone who wanted
Well-
to give their number to you, strangely.
Well, it's because you're trying to Google that thing on my phone, and Swalf was trying to type big black cock, but it corrupted to big black cockatoo. And I was like, crisis averted.
Here we have the big black cockatoo.
Like somebody has legitimately Googled that before because it came up immediately. There was a ton. And then we started looking at pictures of cockatoos for like 10 minutes.
I tried. I don't remember what word I had tried to type, but my phone autocorrected to yeet.
Damn.
And I've never once typed
Spending
yeet
some time
in my
on Twitter,
phone
are we?
before.
Yeah.
Like I am a fan of the word yeet,
Yeah.
but I have never typed it before, and
To
I don't
yeet
know
or
how
not
it
to
found
yeet?
it.
Yours
One could
autocorrected
say-
to alrighty the other day.
Oh, yeah. That
One
sucked.
could say you got yeeted by search engine optimization.
Bitch, I done got yoked.
You got yeeted on.
Is that the past tense?
Yeah,
Yoked?
you got yoked.
To yeet. Yote.
Yeet him into a bush.
You've
Well,
been
once
yeeted
yet.
upon.
Goddamn.
Yeah, yo.
You got any articles or any of that shit? You fucking...
What? You told me we had 2 guests, or 1 guest, and then I got another. I secured a guest.
There you go.
Did you?
Yeah, I told Swab to be on it.
I've been eating
I told
banana
Bob-
chips.
I put it in the
I
thing.
ate the spiciest burrito at that restaurant last night.
Really?
I was hammered, so it didn't matter.
Oh,
We
damn.
can talk about Drunk Swab's antics at the
No, dude,
brewery.
Drunk Swab is the best person in the world. He just yells and
Can you play
climbs
me?
on
Can
things.
you be my can you play drunk swab?
Yes.
Alright, I'm due on set to start chugging Kessler.
Like, we're at Thin Man, and it's got like a second floor thing, and there was a bouncer standing outside, and Swab was like yelling at him. He's like, "You seen my dad?" The guy was like, "No, man."
Didn't you break your ankle or something jumping off a second floor?
He did do that.
Oh my
I
god.
just-
That wasn't yesterday, but he did.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
But that's a drunk suave antic.
What is
Drunk
the worst
Swab-
thing you've done drunk, Swab?
Probably that. That's up there.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb.
Did you
the time I
did you
almost
push
died.
John's head through the
No,
glass?
John
or
did
did
that.
you-
No, John did that on
No,
the
John
roof.
being
They
an
wrestled
idiot.
drunk up on the roof. That was
Oh,
pretty
okay.
dumb.
Yeah, they were trying to fucking throw each other off the roof.
I went to the bouncer and he like went in to like go to the bathroom or something, and I started just IDing random people as they were walking into the brewery. And I told this one chick, is like, you don't look like you're 21. She went to like walk away. I'm like, no, it's okay. Just go. I'm not even a bouncer.
I'm telling you, you should have charged.
I
charged the cover, man.
Yeah, I
You
should've.
should-
I should've.
It's $5. There's a band.
There's a
playing.
band.
That's
Yeah.
That's Blink-182 in there. That'll
Yeah.
be $50.
Yeah, there's. I heard Gavin DeGraw's actually in there, right? That's gonna be a few bucks. They did a Gavin DeGraw song last night. Oh my
That's
god.
prime.
I don't even know who that is.
Fuck you,
What is
Lucas.
wrong with you?
Get the leave.
I'm gonna get
It's my home for the next 20-something days.
Yeah.
leave in 20-something days.
You know what, Lucas? After the month of April, I don't want to see you here anymore.
You're lucky because I won't be here.
Nick
Where are
Ross
we
is
gonna start
run this
recording?
place.
Yeah.
Would you still record here?
You'll just come in like,
Yeah,
hey
we
guys.
signed a lease that they have to honor.
You just squat.
Well, speaking of squatters, I saw this hilarious video. You
I
ever,
ain't gonna
see,
lie, it did cross my mind, but
you ever see those videos of like the tiny houses that people build?
Can you do
Oh,
a squat?
like
Huh?
trailers?
Can you do a
Some of
squat?
those are fucking dope.
Those are cool looking.
Yeah, they're really dope. Look
So-
at
do we want to watch that video?
I hate the word dope.
What
I
time
hate
are we
it.
at,
it.
Lucas?
Well, you're dope.
I hate it.
You're dope as
51
fuck,
minutes?
dude.
Ross, do you want to watch this video? And as it's happening, we can pause and make comments. The one that I'm about to talk about, or do you want me to just talk about it?
Just talk about it, because I feel like it's going to be a whole thing.
All right.
It probably doesn't really translate well to
So-
like a live podcast.
It could if we could pick up the audio. So, camera's on this guy. He's shirtless, pantsless. He's just wearing like shorts, really tight shorts.
Wait,
No-
is this one of those Woods things?
No, it's not. I wish it
It
was.
sounds like a start of a porn.
He's in someone's backyard in Orlando,
Oh
Florida.
yeah, this is a porn.
Was
Yeah.
he? Dude.
And he's like, I made a tiny home and I'm gonna show you around it. And
Also, I'll be
he's got
fucking
this
you.
he's got this setup kind of similar to Grafflands, where it's got like an slight shelter over a line of kitchen.
It's an A-frame.
Yeah. And he's like, this is my outdoor kitchen. And he's got like a couple burners going and a hot plate. He's like, let me show you my bathroom. And there's 2 toilets outside. He's like, this one's for pee. And this one's for poop because I compost.
Oh my God.
He's like, here, let me show you my shower. There's this rain collector that he showers with shower rain. He's like, no, I'll show you into my hut. And it's just this shed. And it's a shed. It's a shed with a bed, a desk, and then he's got a freezer because he's like, I'm growing my own food for the whole year. And I didn't want this to go to waste, so I'm running up $10 of electricity. I'm like, who is this hippie? That he's just squatting in the backyard of someone. He's like, I've got an agreement with the landowners that I do some gardening. I'm like, he's living in his parents' backyard. I'm calling it.
My roommates.
That's dumb.
You're going to just like hear them yell, Randy, stop pooping in the backyard. Mom, film a video. Son, listen to your mother. We're tired of picking up your shit. Like, what is it?
That is pretty ridiculous.
What does this guy do if there's hurricanes?
He dies.
Everything's gonna be covered in shit.
Mom, is my room still available? It's raining outside.
That's why God sends him there. You gotta clean up the riffraff.
Oh my God.
And I'd be afraid of like animals coming into the shed because it was loosely a
More
shed.
food.
It was loosely a shed. It wasn't like
It wasn't waterproof.
No,
Lean-to.
it was not waterproof. There was like tarps instead of roof at some point.
Just one really windy day, and all of a sudden he's out of luck.
What is
You can move in
this
with that
guy?
No.
Son, your corn tastes like your own shit. Stop using your shit in your garden.
But all I've been eating is corn. I don't understand it.
You guys ever watch the video online? It's the dude that uses he makes like these mud bricks.
Yes.
And then he makes like a little house.
Yeah.
Primitive
Yeah,
technology.
primitive technology.
I love that. I don't know why.
Now,
It's
those
so
are cool.
fascinating to
I
watch.
have more
It's
respect for that
satisfying.
guy.
But it's the same thing. It's just-
But he's in the middle of the woods. This guy's just like, you can see his parents' house in the background.
Have you ever seen the video of the guy that makes a chicken sandwich from scratch?
Yes.
And it cost him like
He
$20,000
crowdfunded
to to fly places.
He crowdfunded
and
it.
like he makes it and
Wait,
he takes
why?
a bite and he's like, it's alright.
it. Yeah.
It took him like 6 months to make it.
Why did it take so long? So hold on, he's got to
Well,
like make the
he
bread.
raised the
He
chicken.
had to
He's got-
raise a chicken.
Okay.
He had to grow all the wheat,
Right.
all the veggie. I think he had like lettuce and tomatoes. Certain
Okay.
things he had to fly to because he couldn't
like
grow.
cheese that he didn't.
He made dairy. He made the cheese.
Wow.
He like made bread to make the breadcrumbs and the roll. He had to make the like all that shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And he takes a bite. He's like,
It's
no.
Respect the pioneers now and their boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. That's what it takes to get views on YouTube now. It's 6 months.
Well, I mean, there's a guy on YouTube that just sits still for 4 hours at a time, smiling into his camera.
Why don't you do that kind of
Yeah,
shit?
dude,
seriously.
he got robbed during one of those.
Did he?
Yeah, there's a video. No, straight up. This guy, it's what he does. He films himself smiling into the camera for 4 hours. And, it's YouTube, so who knows if it was faked or anything. But one of his videos where he sits staring, smiling in the camera, he gets robbed, and you can see it in the
Is
background.
he that committed that he knew he was getting robbed and
yes,
just kept?
he keeps smiling into the camera the
What
whole
the
time.
fuck? I mean, like, get the fuck out of my house. What? Why?
Yeah.
People are just like chatting like in the live stream, like, yo, man, there goes your TV.
Straight up.
You ever see the videos of people like eating pickles and they record the sound effects of the crunching?
ASMR?
ASMR.
I fucking
is-
listen to ASMR all the time.
That shit's creepy. I don't like that at all.
I love it.
I don't like
dude.
that shit.
I love it so much.
There's a lot of porn with that.
I know.
What's
A
like
lot
the
of
weirdest
porn.
ASMR you could think of?
Oh, I can tell you some shit right now, but I don't think it's all right.
We already
See,
got it.
I'm into the weirder stuff. Like, I like the mouth noises ones where like they make like weird mouth noises.
Oh,
and
dude.
shit.
Any of that shit in real life.
What's the
Stuff
most like
relaxes
obscure
me.
ASMR? Be like, this is a single testicle flapping in the wind. Just,
I don't know. There's some that's like
This is the farthest
That's like-
escaping from a dick in a butthole.
there's some that's like me saying yeet 100
Yeah,
100 times,
The guy-
whispering it, and it's just like a girl like.
You want to get right up on there and say yeet real quietly?
and you know there's someone that's
Wait,
like counting.
All right.
Dude, Dude, I'm gonna cut that out and put that in the intro.
It's just gonna be this nice, cool like intro.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah. Yeah, I like ASMR. I get it's totally fucking weird, but honestly, I like it a lot.
It's like creepy.
One of the weirder ones I do is, it's not even like... So, like, you know, for ASMR, they like the whole thing is like triggers for it, like what triggers that like ASMR response in your brain, and like there's the noise ones, which is what you think of when you think of ASMR, which is like people making weird fucking noises that most people think is creepy. But then there's like also like visual ones where like people do like certain hand movements and like you following it like relaxes you, and I don't like those ones as much. But there's like, you know, like the fucking like Thai massage places where they like go all out and like step on you and like bend you certain ways. There's videos for that where like they do like full body massages and it's like ASMR and it's mostly visual, and I really like those ones. You know, so that's kind of weird.
You know, when you get your enhanced license, we need to go over to Canada. And they have massages there where naked women will massage you with oils.
How many would you need?
Is there
like 7 women for
Is there like a boner protocol? Like,
well, you're.
At what point does that become prostitution?
I don't know, but it's a type of massage where like they rub their naked bodies on you as a massage.
Is there a protocol for that? Like they have to
expect. Is there a screening process?
They have to expect that you'd have an erection.
Yeah, you just get a.
Because I don't want to be laying on a table and then have someone laying on my back. And then have that going on.
Maybe there's a little home for your baby. There's a little home for that.
Yes, that'd be perfect. If there's that, I'll do it. If there's
a boner hole,
if there's a dick hole, I'm interested. If there's
glory hole through the table.
Yeah. If there's a glory hole, I'll go.
Well, see, what they do is they set up a camera for the bottom part, and then they do like a Pornhub milking video on the bottom side.
What's a milk? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
Oh, man.
Next subject.
Brief intro into Lucas's browser history there.
No. There's one I've been looking for, and I can't fucking find it anymore.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, damn.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Where's that porno I saw in 2009?
Donnie, when people talk about ASMR and like how they're into it, it makes me wish we had bullying in schools more.
I mean, yeah.
Dude,
it's just like,
you know what? I can't handle that shit. Like people make noises in real life that bother me.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I was sitting next to somebody.
Like Matt.
I was sitting next to somebody the other day, and they were eating hard candy. Like they were just like it was like a lozenge or some shit, and I could just hear it clicking on their teeth, and I was just like, I was gonna kill someone. It made me furious.
I'm gonna find somebody and break their neck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like listening to somebody chew like that.
There's really cool sounds, but most of them suck. Yeah. Like a pipe going into water is the coolest sound.
So one of my cousins has like a fucked up jaw, and when he bites, the hinge clicks. So whenever he's chewing, I can hear the click, and I want to punch him in his fucking mouth to get that back into where it's supposed to be. And I told him to fix it for years. He's just like, it only annoys you.
Damn,
just kill
him.
Stop having romantic dinners with your cousins.
Yeah.
You know the very worst sound in the world?
Is it from Dumb and Dumber?
Here we go. Oh my god!
It's a broom on concrete. A broom on concrete makes me want to murder
nails
children.
on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've done that before. That's fine.
Broom on concrete's not bad.
I hate a broom on concrete.
That's fine.
It's
rake on a concrete is worse.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be worse. Yeah.
And anything on concrete, any type of a scratching, bristly movement.
Your feet on concrete.
What about
oh my god.
naked Asian women massaging Lucas on concrete?
I don't know, that might be alright, but
there
better be a dick hole.
Yeah, if there's not a dick hole, I'm out.
He's gotta go do it over a drain pipe.
Now, is the dick hole, like, I'm picturing, like, Lucas and Nick are next to each other, and there's just a hole. It's not like not like it encompasses the dick, it's just a hole, so you guys can look over and just see each other's boners sticking.
So Nick, you 70% enjoying this right now?
Yeah, I'm getting there, bro. I see you made it, though. Nice.
What's the orgasm rule?
just a random ball pops through.
Is there like a tray they put underneath?
Yeah, it's like a grill.
Like a George Foreman?
Oh my god.
So wait, what happens when they flip you over and do the other side?
There's a dick hole on the other side.
As long as there's a dick hole, man. I'm good if there's a dick hole. That's my one rule. No.
Can I go there and just enjoy you two getting naked with a massage?
Sure. Yeah. please live tweet it.
Periscope it.
We're outside here making use with the dick hole. That's good. Glad we scope this place out first.
Do you show up with a condom or no?
I just want to recap.
I always wear
Both people
condoms.
are naked.
What?
I just want to recap. Both people are naked. The masseuse. And
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you're like, I want full clothing. I'm gonna wear full clothing.
You have to.
Well, your clothes would be annihilated from the oil.
You're wearing like a snowsuit.
Most massages
You are
do say undress to your level of comfort. So
Yeah.
if your level of comfort is not undressing, what are they
If
gonna do?
your level of comfort is having a naked person rub themselves on you, you better be okay with being naked. As
No,
well.
dude, you show up in a snow jacket, like ski gear. Here we go. I dressed down for this one.
I have very bad body.
Normally, I wear full plate armor.
Just walking in a fucking knight's armor.
I'm ready for the massage.
Where's your Zweihander holder? I need to put this somewhere.
Oh man, that's
You better use lots of lube. Like a lot.
You guys are the armor polishers, right? That's why I'm here.
Dude, I would lose my shit if somebody walked in and
Woman walks in with a fucking angle grinder, just shining up your plate.
You still have a boner.
Obviously, there's a dick hole in the
There's
armor.
gotta be a dick hole in the armor.
There's a dick hole in the armor. Like, I'm not gonna get a set of armor without a dick hole.
There is a type of codpiece that looks like a dick that it was specially
Was
made
it like a
for
spike you could like fight with it?
Basically,
Just
it was basically like just a metal dick on the outside, so your dick during your arousal of combat could grow to its full length.
Nothing
and not
gets me
have an
hard
issue.
like the taste of my enemy's blood.
Classic murder boner situation.
Murder boner. There you go.
It's the excitement. I
Yeah.
swear. Either that or you could like people will be like weirdly not want to fight you because you're attracted to them and you just weren't.
That's
You
true.
don't want
I
to
mean,
fight it with a boner.
The Blue Mountain State
Yeah.
thing.
Could you imagine a guy like in full like silver plate armor? He's walking near you and he's just got this golden cod piece with this huge fucking gold dick, and he's
That's a power move.
He's
That's
the
a
first
power player
He's
right
the first one on the front lines that you
Oh, yeah.
see.
Oh, yeah.
What do you do?
I sprint the
You
other
run.
way. I'm like, yo, this dude's gonna kill me and fuck
Shit.
me.
I have a hole in mine. He's literally gonna fuck my dick hole.
Oh shit! That's a situation where a dick hole would backfire. I didn't consider that.
It comes at you from the other side.
Damn.
Backfiring dick hole would be a good band name.
That's really good. We'll pop that in there. Oh, shit. I'm a lot of topics. I got nothing.
No, that's good.
I'll bet you got any other dick hole things that you can talk about.
I think
Not off the top of my head.
I think we've exhausted the dick conversation.
Talk about Richard Nixon now.
Dick Nixon? Dick Nix?
What are you doing?
He just wants to go in the room. Alright, you wrapping this up, Lucas?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Follow us on Twitter, Rowdy Rouse Pod. You can see half my face there and Lucas's entire torso. Fuck off.
I'm not even there yet.
I already said it, so.